Today's episode of Grilling with the BooMan is sponsored by Maker's Mark and Fat Tire. Because when you want to be the best, you've got to drink like the best. Maker's Mark and Fat Tire. The BooMan mix. So we're back grilling ribs with the BooMan. And a lot of you asked last time, what cut of rib was that last time? This time, we have true baby back ribs. Last time, those were Louisiana style ribs. This time I prepared these by putting them in a roasting bag, seasoning them first, then put a couple tablespoons of apple cider vinegar to help steam it off the bone. Then I threw it on the hot grates, cast iron grates, and now the smoke packets I have on the left side are starting to smoke, and I have the meat, again, I don't want to open it because I have limited smoke pack, on the right side. Well, we could take a quick peek. On those burners all the way to the right, those are completely shut off, as you can see. I have the center turned on to help get those started. Now I can crank that down so I'm not cooking the meat on that side. Oops, that's turning it up rather. Turn that down, and then we'll leave the temperature high on the left side. And as you can see, it's causing a smoking effect, and I'm going to just leave that in there cooking and smoking on the right side. When those smoking packs wear out in about 15 minutes, I am going to slather those ribs with sauce, and they're going to be ready to go. Just getting another shot in at how well those smoke packets are doing. I did them real quickly. I'm using the same smoke packets that I used the first time, and I've used them 2 or 3 times. So just for the cost of a little aluminum foil, make sure it's heavy duty, because I've got these resting right on the, I guess they call them, you either call them heat shields or flavor shields or flavor plates. I've got these resting right on those. The porcelain plates I have now are about worn out. I've got some stainless steel ones coming in on Monday I'm pretty excited about. $25 upgrade. The burners inside are stainless steel. The grates are cast iron. Like any decent grill master knows, are the best if you know how to season them and flavor them. And so right now everything's looking good. I don't even want to open that lid. I'm going to let that, I just want to get a shot of that smoke. That's how you smoke your ribs up on a gas grill. As you can see, as we grill on, and this is the best part of grilling, is while you're cooking you can enjoy an adult beverage or two. Basically this is a man activity, so we like to talk politics, talk about boobs, women's boobs. We talk about women's boobs for hours. We talk about grabbing women, we talk about grabbing women by their pussy. Trump didn't need to, well, he didn't know he was being taped, but we're all men are mad at him for letting that little secret out, but that's what we talk about. I don't know what you women talk about. I imagine you talk about grabbing men by their cocks, but in any event, those are the kind of wholesome activities you engage in as you cook your baby back ribs. And we're going to peek inside. Oh yeah, they're looking perfect. They're about ready for a good saucing. Oh yeah, we're going to definitely turn down the heat. Turn that down. The smoke's about had it. I'm going to take a few more sips and it's ready to sauce these boys. So as you can see, we got some nice searing done. I've just applied the first layer of barbecue sauce. I usually do 2 layers. I'm going to let this caramelize. Then I'm going to put a second layer on, and I'm going to let that half caramelize. What that does, That'll give you a nice sticky rib. And then you can eat it just like that, or you can serve it with some sauce on the side, which is what I do. I have a hot sauce on the side for me. As you can see, we've made some progress on our adult beverages. I think this time while we're caramelizing the sauce, and I don't want to lift the lid because it took a while for that heat to get back up. It's about where I want it, maybe like about 350 while we're caramelizing. It's almost ready for the, give it a couple minutes and it'll be ready for the final coat. But I wanted to make a couple notes. I brought this recipe over to a friend's house, and a mutual friend of ours is a cook master as well, grill master, and I was actually chastised for doing the ribs in the oven first. He said, you don't do that. And he has a point. It is a little bit of a sacrilege, but this is what you do when you want to get those ribs steamed off the bone fast, and then finish them on the grill, give them that grilled charred flavor and smoky flavor. So the addendum to this is how you would do it if you want it done fast and you have a gas grill, or coals, it doesn't matter, but you want it done fast and you don't want to dedicate your day to it. Now a lot of times if you have access to charcoal grill and you have time, you got all day to drink and grill your ribs, and that's going to be the punctuation mark on your evening, then that would definitely be the way to go. This is just a quick rib, get you as if I served you these ribs and someone cooked it, gave you some ribs they cooked all day, there'd be nary a difference. There'd be some, to the rib connoisseur you could tell the difference, but your average lay person would not. So this is definitely a quick baby back rib grill method. And let me finish my drink and add that last layer of sauce on, and then these guys are going to be ready to serve. So that final bit of saucing is just icing on the cake, so to speak. I'm going to probably cook this for about 5 more minutes with the lid down. It's going to be glossy. The under layer was caramelized just like I said, so we're double saucing it. And I'm going to let, we still got some smoke on, which is good, so hopefully that smoke will absorb into that final layer of sauce. You can have a nice saucy, fall off the bone rib. And the last thing I'm going to leave you with before we go is, like as I said on the previous set of ribs we grilled, rack of ribs, you are on your honor to only use this if you are not an SJW. So I'm not political. You can be Democrat. I'm a liberal. I tend to vote Democratic. In fact, I'm a lifelong Democrat. But this new wave of SJWs, I might be voting for Trump next time, because that's all you guys are accomplishing by saying white people suck, this, that, and the other, white knighting for your women, saying the wage gap exists and all that, and that's all bullshit. The channels I like that have a lot of influence on me are No Bullshit is a great one, and let's see, Atheism is Unstoppable is a pretty good one. Those are 2 solid ones. I'll think of some other ones. So if you're down with just treating people equally, feel free to use this recipe. To all who've paid attention to this video so far or viewed it, thanks for your time, and enjoy grilling out. To anyone interested, there's the final product. I don't know if you can see that, just some nice searing in there. That is not the burnt sauce. That darkness under there is seared meat with a double glaze on top. I think you can see that. If I just slow down. So you're going to taste that sear, you're going to taste that smoke, you're going to taste that barbecue sauce, And we serve this with baked beans with some chopped onion in it and some coleslaw. And you are good to go. That is ribs done perfectly by your friend, the BooMan.